Hey you guys, my name is Taquisha and this is Our Freedom Song and this is Shiloh. And we are headed out to the garden real quick to harvest some things, and I'm like, you know what? I should take you with me. So this is going to be short and sweet. I think we'll see, but let's go out to the garden and see what we can see. Everything up in the front of the house is looking really good except for this one tomato plant. It really got hit hard with aphids and it's not very happy. But it does have some tomatoes on there, so I'm gonna let those grow, and then I'm probably just gonna pull that plant. Everything is looking so lush and so green out here in the front of our house. It's very, very beautiful. The green stalk is kind of going wild right now. And I stuck them in here because I didn't have any other place for them to go, and I just wanted to see what was going to happen. And so they are actually producing some tomatoes. The garden bed out here is looking so full. It's so lush. This tomato plant is leaning, so I need to go ahead and get that pinned up onto this bamboo. But we have picked several tomatoes from our tomato plant right here. We've also picked several from this plant as well, and this one is blushing, so we're going to go ahead and grab that. Sunflowers in this box are giving so much height. I just absolutely love it. These are marigolds, and that's the marigold foliage that you see. Beside there we have some purple basil. We have some sweet Genovese basil in there as well. It's so crazy how many ants are in this bed with all their eggs. All of those white things are eggs. Say one of my favorite flowers has to be this flower right here. This is called cleome, or a spider flower, and it is so gorgeous. Not only is it gorgeous, but it's also a medicinal plant as well. When I learned about all the benefits, I was so shocked because we had already started to grow it, and I had no idea it was so incredible. We've had a ton of rain, and so everything is just bursting with life. This is the citronella and the lemongrass. It's looking so beautiful. Okay, so the cucumbers that we have in this file cabinet planter up in the front are going to need a trellis like today. They are definitely growing and getting much taller, and so any day now, this one's already ready to climb. This lemon mint is going to seed. It's flowering and it's so gorgeous. I know mint going to seed is such a dangerous thing because it can go wild and be invasive, but I don't mind it up here, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. That little guy loves them too. We have some yarrow growing up here. So beautiful. These are shrub roses that I bought at the beginning of May for $5, and it has definitely quadrupled in size. The garden is in full bloom, y'all. I feel like this arch is just so whimsical. I just love it. Take a look at how tall these sunflowers are. I am so happy to see beans climbing up our obelisk trellis because y'all know how much I was so excited about seeing this glory. Yes, these are the zinnias that Shiloh and I planted in front of each of our. Okay, love. Each of the trellises. So beautiful.
What's this, Mommy?
It's so beautiful. I think in the last video I called this sweet biscuits, but it's really called hot biscuits. And it is growing so beautifully. I love the height. It's so hard not to just run through the garden and look at all the things. But we need to go ahead and harvest some of these peppers over here. Look at the bunny. Look at the bunny. Right there. No. Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
It went inside the bean stuff. I can still see it. It's right there. I see it too. Oh, you're just so cute. Mommy, I want to get
Wait, no. Oh, I didn't get it on camera.
Should I spray it?
Oh, it just ran out. I don't even think I got it. Just ran right through the gate. So that lets you know that we have not caught the little bunny. We did try letting these get like pretty big, and I honestly couldn't taste the difference. I don't know if it's just a variation that we have, but it tasted the same. And we made these sweet and pickly and hot pepper mix, and it was so good. With some sweetener, some vinegar, some water, some spicy peppers along with these. And me and my son's just been really enjoying that condiment, just like on the side of like whatever dish. It just adds so much flavor. So I am going to be planting some more beans inside of this bed this next week. I'm going to be planting, I'm going to go ahead and do our succession planting because some of these things are just spent from the bugs, and I want to go ahead and get some things in there where they can start growing again. So we have some jalapeno peppers that are popping up. I'm really happy about those. And we have lots of bell peppers that are growing and looking very beautiful. Ton of banana peppers, which makes me so happy because like I said, that that pepper mix that we've made is just so delicious. And so we have a ton of these green tomatoes that are in the process of ripening. I did have to do another hard prune the other day because there were the little caterpillars. It was like a million at the bottom of a leaf, and they had started to just decimate the leaf so bad, and so I had to do a hard prune. But look at this cluster right here. I mean, isn't it beautiful? I'm so excited about these. Beauty is blushing, so we're gonna go ahead and get her off of there. Like, put your hand up. Let's see how tall it is. Whoa, that's wild.
It's not taller than me.
Yeah.
Is this the same sunflower?
That is a different sunflower.
Yeah, I was wondering why it wasn't tall like this. Whoa.
These bell peppers are looking so wonderful. It's so hard not to pick them. I think our first bell pepper is ready. I would definitely say this is ready.
Can I cut it off?
Sure. Try to cut it, yeah, like right there. Strong. We got our first bell pepper. Cute. These are spicy peppers. I think they're called Torontos. I'm going to grab some so that I can use them for our mix. So if you leave them, they will turn red. Oh yeah, Renova, you're right. That is a big one. It's big enough to use.
Can I touch it?
Yeah, you can touch it.
Whoa, I just want to bite into it. Green, orange, red, pink, red, orange, yellow, green, red. Stop it. Watermelon.
We have more of those green tomatoes. We have some green beans that's ready. Over here, girls. They like to hide, so they're like all up in there.
Yeah, the green bean.
They're right here too. Yep. This is such a healthy green bean plant. Looks like we have an eggplant that is starting to grow. That's really cool. Look at that worm just chilling on the top of that sunflower leaf, about to get squished. Yep. Oh yeah, there's some bright tomatoes over there.
Yep, that's how you over.
And you can pick them, yep, if they're blushing. And there's one up here too.
I'll take that.
And make sure to look under the leaves and make sure there's no worms hiding over there while you're harvesting, okay? These sunflowers right here are just giving so much height and so much beauty. Even before they bloom, these sunflowers just add so much beauty to the garden. Nice. Where'd you find that at? Over there?
I like this weird tomatoes on top. That could be a salad.
The cucumbers that we planted next to this grid trellis are growing so beautifully. Green beans over here. There's a lot in there. You really have to look because they like are blending in. There's some tomatoes over here that's blushing. These are blushing. This one's blushing for sure. This is the Cherokee purple, I believe. Or is it?
If it's still doing yes, see those are the yellow ones.
These ones?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can pick them when they look like this and we'll put them in our windowsill. These cucumbers really didn't do so great, so I recently planted some more cucumbers in this box to hopefully, because these are very stunted. These should be all the way up the trellis by now. But these new ones that we planted, there's a little baby cucumber in there. So there's cucumbers underneath these leaves and they're hiding. This is from the, let's see where this is coming from. And you can tell where it's coming from because all of them have labels. So
there's a big cucumber right here.
That's a national pickling. I didn't even know that these were already producing because these leaves are so big. They're blocking it. Yeah, that's definitely ready. Huge. Yeah, perfect. Okay. I need to go ahead and cut back some of these leaves, some of this foliage. Here in South Carolina, it's so humid. So even though the rain is so amazing, like stuff grows like crazy once it starts raining, it also just makes such a condition for like blight and disease because the rain is just pouring all over these leaves, and so we have a tough time with that. But these are still looking really, really good. Okay, so things on this trellis also looks like it's just really thinning out, and so I'm gonna go ahead and succession plant. I'm gonna go ahead and sow the seeds I need to sow so that we can make sure we have a continuous harvest throughout the summer. I'll pick the one above you. Growing on top of the shelf.
Oh, something ate this. Nope. Ooh, this one looks like it. It's ready.
Thing.
I'll just fluff it back up.
So here is one of the bucket tomatoes. This plant altogether does look very like kind of like it's struggling, and so it's definitely time for me to fertilize this. This one looks a little better than the other one, and it's definitely growing, has some flowers, starting to fruit. This one over here needs to be pruned. You can see where all the rain has really started to affect the leaves. It is fruiting, starting to fruit, so that's a good sign, and it just looks overall pretty healthy. I would say this one might so far look like the healthiest one. Wow, this is huge. We have lots of clusters of tomatoes in here on our pulley system trellis. We do have one in here blushing. See? Oh, it has rot bottom. That's unfortunate. This is actually the first one that I found that's had the bottom rot. Sugar baby watermelons inside this box are definitely stunted because they've been this size for a while now. We have so many bell peppers growing in this area that aren't quite ready yet. I mean, I could definitely pick them and eat them, but I definitely want to see if they will get bigger than this. And don't be coming for me with these fingernails. I already know. I already know when my green starts to fade into yellow and they look a hot mess. It ain't right. It ain't right. But listen, I needed to come out here and tend to this garden. I'll tend to the nails next. Look how huge this harvest is. Oh my goodness. It is so abundant. It is so abundant. Look at this. It is huge. I would say this is our biggest harvest that we've had all at once this season, because we typically just come out and get a few things, whether it's a bowl of green beans for dinner or some of these peppers or cucumbers just for a snack. But this is altogether wonderful. Before I end and let you guys go, I want to show you this cute honeydew. Oh my goodness, it is so cute. And our watermelon growing well. Today's exciting because I'm actually going to be doing some work in here, and I'm so excited to see forward motion with the greenhouse. Man, I'm so excited about it. We have been nursing these French marigolds back to life, and some of them are starting to get some greenery growing back on them. These are actually in a dumpster behind a store that sells these, and so crazy, right? Like just with the trays and everything. I don't know if it was sitting beside it or inside of it. Thomas brought him home and I was so happy. Our potatoes are growing well. We did have some leaves that just looked very blightish. They were starting to turn and they had like dots on them, and so I did cut those back, hoping that will help the growth of our potatoes out. We do have a few pears in the garden that are trying to really grow and become something that we can enjoy and eat. Well, it is always such a pleasure to share our garden with you. We are so happy that you have decided to join us for a look at the garden today. We appreciate you guys so much. I'll see you next time.